Hey friends. So I just wanted to jump on here and share something that I just listened to and I thought was amazing. You guys, think about this. Rejection, time wasted, failure. These are things that when you start a business, you're going to experience. So my question to you is, if you had an 18-year-old daughter or son, I have a 2-year-old, he's back there, but I also have a 14-year-old. Would you want to expose them to these things? So I just listened to a training from one of the, well, it wasn't a training, it was more like a story, from one of the husbands of the VPs in our business. And he shared something that I thought was beautiful and I wanted to share with you. His daughter just turned 18, 33 days ago when he did the video. So maybe like 40 days ago now. And he said forever his daughter has been waiting to turn 18 so she could start her own business. Her mom is a VP in the company. Her mom has been a successful VP. She left a teaching career. The dad is successful in the finance world and has watched his wife build a business for 15 years. And he shared a perspective from a very protective father of an 18-year-old daughter. And I thought this could apply to all of us, not just to an 18-year-old, but what we're seeing now is so many young people come into this business and build successful businesses, and rather quickly because of the social media world. And he talked in this Zoom that they did, it's recorded over on YouTube. He was like, what is the perspective of a very protective father of an 18-year-old who wants to start a business like this? So I took some notes because I wanted to be able to share. He said a lot of people are hesitant because of the things I listed. The fear of failure, or they don't want their kids to experience failure. The fear of rejection. They worry about time being wasted by doing a business like this. And he shared that, you know, in the 15 years that he's watched his wife build this business, regardless of the amount of money that's earned, the reason why he is so supportive of his 18-year-old daughter doing this business, I want you guys to listen to this, and I want you to not just think about it for the young people. This is applicable to all, but this was brilliant to me. When you're thinking about a young person that you know going and starting a business like this, listen to these benefits and this perspective. When it comes to the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, time wasted, he shared something and he talked about the amount of personal development that you experience and that you are given access to for free when you do a business like this. And he said for his 18-year-old daughter, the amount of money that he would have to put in to life coaches would be phenomenal. Extreme amount of money. But when you start a business like this, you are given life coaching, you are given personal development, you are given access to things that if you had to go pay for that, you can't even imagine the cost. And I loved that perspective because, you know, I started this business when I was 29. And I remember 1 year after I started my business, I remember my mom saying to me, Catherine, you have become such a different person through this business. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And if there's anything that I missed in the time I was gone, hey, Tanya, I can't see who's on, so thank you for posting. If there's anything I missed in the time that I was gone, it was people pouring into me. It was having leaders and team that constantly were encouraging me, not just how to sell a product, how to be a better mom, how to be a better person, how to get up when I fall down. And it was applicable in so many areas. And I loved that this man shared for his 18-year-old daughter, yes, this is an experience he wants her to have. Yes, there are strong women, strong leaders, strong men that are people that he wants pouring into his daughter. So rejection. When it comes to rejection, you guys, it's part of the business. When you offer something to someone, they get to choose, right? Now, what I have never really thought about, I've noticed with the younger people on my team, that's hard for them. And this man's perspective for his daughter was rejection, bring it on. Life is all about rejection. And he said, how many people are paralyzed because of the fear of rejection? And that keeps them from doing anything. So the fear of what others are going to think, the experiences of being rejected from people who don't want what you have. He said that that is what stops so many people from so many things. And if he can give this experience to his 18-year-old daughter and teach her not that rejection's not going to happen, because it is, but how to deal with that rejection and how to get up and move on, and also perspective, right? So rejecting you, no, they're not rejecting you. Hey, Julie, they just don't want what you have to offer. I thought this was so beautiful. So he continually said, I don't care how much money she makes. If you can give her that experience of the life coaching, of the personal development, of how to deal with rejection, she is going to be set up for life. Failure. He said that people view failure as the opposite of success. So he's like, what if my 18-year-old daughter fails? And he was like, failure to me isn't going to be that she doesn't make a management level. Or success is not that she made a certain management level. He said failure is a stepping stone to success. It makes you stronger, wiser, and more capable than we were before. He said for his daughter, he's actually not so much concerned about failure, because failure is just part of the journey to success. He said he's actually more concerned about her becoming successful, because success is harder for people to navigate than failure. And that's so true. Hey, Monica. So he shared that the beauty of his daughter joining this business is that she's lined up with many women who have been successful and can help her navigate that success. So I just wanted you guys to really think about those. He ended with this. His wife signed up an 18-year-old last month, which was her daughter. And she also signed up a 72-year-old last month, and they both went to the first level of management. And he said, this is not just applicable to an 18-year-old starting a business. Fear of rejection, the fear of failure, time wasted. Time is not wasted. You guys, if you are putting in time into yourself, into developing yourself, into developing other leaders, that is not time wasted. If you are experiencing rejection and you're learning how to handle that, I just talked to Jessica on my team last night, and she's like, how do I handle, what do I say to this person when they texted her a question, basically asking to learn more about the products? And I was like, well, here's what you say. And she's like, okay, well, what if they say this? And I'm like, here's what you say. And she's like, what if I say this and they say that? And I kept giving her responses. And she responded and said, man, you're really good at this. And I'm like, no, I just have experienced enough yeses, enough no's, enough rejection to overcome it and to keep going and to get a little better every day. And that's what this is all about, you becoming a little better than you were yesterday. So I just wanted to share that perspective. I don't know if you have a young person in your life. I'm actually in the car. That's not my car. It's Lena's car. And Lena's a young mom. She's my friend. She babysits my kids. She works with me. She does this business with me. She's 23. And you guys, when we talked about her doing this business, and I'm like, what I said to her is, you need this business financially. But on your life journey, there is going to be nothing I know of that I can give you that you are going to grow more, that you are going to become more than you can in this business. I was with my 14-year-old son going to the doctor, and he's like, oh God, do we got to listen to another one of these trainings? He's like, is that Carlita Nelson girl? I'm like, yep, because there is nothing else I can put into that kid better than helping him become, listening to me, learning about becoming a better person, him watching me do this. And that's what I told Lena. She's inside with the kids right now. Christian's sleeping, but I don't know anything. I told Evan, I don't care what college you go to, because that's not going to make you. It's what do you do with it? It's what experiences you have. So anyway, I hope you appreciate that perspective as much as I did. Whoever you're thinking about sharing this with, just know, yes, you can build a paycheck. Yes, you can build an amazing business, but what you're going to get along the way, you cannot put a price tag on. And I just loved that. I loved that he shared that. I needed that. So I will talk with y'all later. I hope you gained something from that. If you want some more nuts and bolts type training, I'm doing a virtual party training on Tuesday night. You can join me there, so I know I'll be back here by then, if not before. So have a great, is it only Thursday? Oh yeah, I'll be back before then. Happy Thursday. Bye.